Jeff Wilson Jr. tore his meniscus and is out 4 to 6 months. Jeff Wilson Jr., the running back who led the 49ers in touchdowns last year with 10. Now, maybe this happened yesterday. Maybe this happened a month ago. I don't know. They don't really have to tell us. I don't know how many national reporters are calling up Jeff Wilson Jr.'s agent trying to get the scoop. Maybe this happened a month ago. It makes me wonder, is this why the Niners drafted 2 running backs? Because when they drafted the second one, I was like, you still have Jeff Wilson Jr., right? He's really good, but he's hurt, and he's going to miss the beginning of the season. So now it's like, thank goodness the Niners drafted 2 running backs. Now it's like, instead of, because the way I saw it was, I don't care how many running backs you draft. The starter is Mostert, and the backup is Jeff Wilson Jr. Those are the 2 best running backs on your roster. So I like Trey Sermon. He's number 3. Elijah Mitchell seems interesting. He's number 4. Wayne Gallman, 5. Like, that's a lot. But you know what? Now Jeff Wilson Jr. is gone. Now it makes a ton of sense why they would have someone like Trey Sermon, because Trey Sermon is a lot like Jeff Wilson Jr. Their skill sets are quite similar. Good thing they got that guy. I'm thinking now that Jeff Wilson Jr. is going to miss the beginning of the season, the starter will be Mostert. The backup will be Sermon or Mitchell. They'll have to fight it out. I've liked what I've seen from Sermon so far. He had a long run today, but there's no tackling. It's really hard to judge running backs in practice. If you see them consistently ripping off long runs, it's good to know. If they're fast, that's good to note. But really, you need to see them running the ball against people who can tackle. What you can see is their route running, how they receive, but that's in one-on-one drills, and that's didn't happen today. So we'll see about Elijah Mitchell. All of a sudden, it's a good thing the Niners drafted 2 running backs because both of them could play this year. Jeff Wilson Jr., who knows? He had opportunity to play last year, did well with it. Now he's given others opportunity to take his spot. Depending on how they do, we may not see him again for a while. Probably start the season on IR, designation return, or whatever it is. PUP. I forget. Anyway, Jeff, you open the door for people to take your job.